start, just add a little bit of light. Just add a little bit of light, and then you'll build on it. It's not that we don't care about the Sormei Ra. It's not that we don't care about that. It's what's going to get us going. What's going to keep us motivated? What's going to empower us? Then what's going to immobilize us, right? So starting from the Sormei Ra and diminishing all the things that are, that we're doing wrong and all of that, that's for the future. For now, our job and the message of Chanuka is just add a little bit of light. And we could take that onto the physical level. We could take that onto the spiritual level, which is that, and by the way, this is not just for me and you. This is not just for weak people. This is the psak. This is the psak, which means it's good enough for Rav Chaim Kanievsky. It's good enough for the Vizhnitzer Rebbe. It's good enough for, right? This is the way we need to act in Gullus, is we need to just shine our little bit of light. And that could be having one nice conversation with your husband, or that could be, making a commitment to, handling your teenager with a little bit more humor, or that could be getting to sleep a little bit earlier, whatever it is, right? Because for the greater good, because again, it all boils down to that. Right. And not to get heavy and burdened and focused on all the things that would sort of freeze us up and immobilize us. And this would help us get started. So just one thing, one parak of Tehillim, one chesed, make one salad, do that one workout, do that one class. And then, just like in the Chanuka menorah, we can increase it slowly over time. Right. And so that's why we rule like Beis Hillel until the time of Mashiach. And I've seen this so clearly. There was a girl who created this app. I don't know if any of you know about it. Her name is Malia Feivelson. She did it with a couple other people. She created an app that actually is called One Little Mitzvah. And at first I was like resistant to it. Like, don't one little mitzvah me. We have so much to do. We have hostages. We have soldiers. We have, right. We're fighting 5 wars. We're fighting internal wars. We have so much work to do. Like, don't one little mitzvah me. Right. But I saw this app taking off and I downloaded it, and it's the goal was 1 million little mitzvahs, and it's up to like almost 400,000 now. And it's so powerful to see how really this is so inspiring, because what would I have done if I didn't download the app? I would want to do everything, but I'd end up doing nothing, right? And that's literally what that app was. So it's not that we're completely negating the Sormei Ra. It's just that our starting point and our motivation comes from the Aseh Tov, that one little light. So now let's go into the next idea, which is that there's 3 ways to light. I call them economy, basic economy, economy plus, and business class. Okay, so what's basic economy? Basic economy means one light per night for the whole household, which means day 1, you light 1 candle. The father or the mother, whoever's the head of the household, 1 candle. Day 2, 1 candle. Day 3, 1 candle. Right? The next way of lighting is the Mahadran, right? This is the economy plus level. This is 1 light per person for each night, I think it is, or add 1 night each night. So Mahadran, the economy is 1 light per person each night, but we're still not adding, right? And then the Mahadran, Mina Mahadran, the business class, or the first class, is that we light 1 night the first night, and then we go to 2, and then we go to 3, and then we go to 4. And I didn't see this brought down anywhere, but I think it's very clear what's happening is that this is exactly what Beis Hillel wanted. This is exactly what he said. He said, if we make it good enough to do just that one little light each night without even adding, that's good enough. And what happens then? Nobody does that. Anybody know anybody who just lights, right? Unless we were in times where we didn't have access to it or whatever it is. Nobody literally does that. Nobody, right? No, everybody, I don't know if everybody in the family lights, but we certainly go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, right? Because when we have that starting point of just that one little light, that's when we're able to then go and add and go and add and add another light. But realize the power of what Beis Hillel is saying. He is saying that even if, right, and of what this basic economy is, even if it's just the head of the household, and even it's just 1 candle on the first night, 1 candle on the second night, that's enough. Why is that enough? Why is that enough? First of all, because of what the head of the household does, everybody does, right? The second reason is because if I do it consistently, if I do anything consistently, I change completely, right? And anytime you ever go to a levaya or a eulogy, right? What do people say? They don't say like, oh, like sometimes they like help people or like every once in a while they like gave someone a friendly word, right? He never missed a minyan. He always had a kind word for people. She was the first one to come to the Chevra Kadisha. She was the one who hosted all the people that needed a place every time. Always, right? It's the consistency. We have the sign on on my old in my house in Chicago on the kitchen door, like we call them Abba-isms, things Abba always say, right? When we with repetition, we define ourselves just with repetition, even not with growing, just by taking that one thing and doing it 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 until it becomes a part of us. Chances are, like Beis Hill, like how we pass with Beis Hill and how we see Mahajr, it will grow, it will spread to the family, right? But just because